Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Coleman Light 2435 RK. It's a great rear kitchen model with a nice living space thanks to the slide-out dinette here, opening this space up and still making it a great spot for a conversation or just to hang out and relax. Starting off right over here, right on the door side, you have a Jackknife Sofa. Now this does fold down into a bed. It's nice and easy. It lifts up and drops down. What you'll also notice is you have good storage underneath. So if you have some larger items you want to put under there, you can simply do so. It does come with the armrests, and those are removable for when you drop it down into a bed, so you do have the full length. The other thing I like about it is this right here. Not only do you have the armrests, you also have the center armrest right there. Drop that down. Kind of almost makes like a theater seating situation with some cup holders there in the center. You also have this big window right here, letting in a lot of natural light, giving you a great view out to your campsite. LED light up top, as you would expect, and then some storage here too. Now, on the other side of this is your control panel. If you come take a look, this one has the in-command system, folks, and this is a great system. Rather than having that big, ugly panel, it gives you this touch screen right here. Of course, you can put in your passcode when you get it. But you'll notice it has your tank monitoring panel on there. You can control your lights, your water heater, your water pump. You control some of the lights individually, your awning itself, as well as the light and the slide. All of that from that panel right there. So I love the fact that they condensed it down. It's much better looking and super simple to use. Of course, entry door is right over here. And as I mentioned earlier, you have the rear kitchen. So I like this setup when you have the fridge right next to the door, because a lot of times I need to come in and grab a beverage, right? Come in, grab a pop, beer, whatever it may be. This makes it super simple to do so because you have the fridge right next to the exit. But then you can see you have plenty of space there. This unit does run off both propane and electric. Also has automatic switchover, and it has the stainless panels here to match the rest of the kitchen, which kind of has the, stainless steel ensemble. Right up top is your microwave, hood underneath with a light and fan. And then the backsplash is really cool too. You'll see it is lit up. You have the LED rope lighting in there. So that way it not only looks great, but it's also very functional because this, of course, is nice and easy to clean. Right next to that, you have an electrical outlet. That's one of two here in the kitchen. I'll show you the other one in just a moment. But you also have the great countertop space. That way if you have a coffee maker or something you want to plug in there, it's nice and easy to do that. On the countertop, you have the 3-burner cooktop right here. The front one is high output. Again, the front of the oven is stainless steel, and then you have the oven itself in case you want to do some baking. When we talk about the countertop, this is a thermoformed countertop, folks. So upgraded countertop over a lot of what you see. A lot of times it has your T-mold, where this wants to kind of flake off, especially around the corners, especially an interior corner like this. But with the thermoforming, you see that you don't have that issue at all. So great long-lasting countertop here. Also, because it's thermoformed, it allows you to undermount the sink like they did here. You have to love that. Gives it that cleaner look, less chance for leaks as well. And then you also have the sink top cover. This, of course, is cutting board quality as well. And if we pull that off, you see the double bowl sink there. Larger on the left, smaller on the right, which is exactly what you want for washing and rinsing your dishes. And then you have the industrial high-rise faucet there too. Looks very, very sharp, kind of a modern look on an RV camper. Then when we take a look underneath for some of the storage, you do see you have some pretty good storage right there. It's a great spot for some of your pots and pans and other large items. And then you have 2 full extension ball bearing drawers. That way you have a spot for not just your silverware, but some of your other utensils. I like to take like an apple core for the kids. A lot of times, with the handles, it's like this big. That bottom drawer is nice and deep, so you're actually able to fit that down in there. I talked about another electrical outlet in the kitchen, folks. You'll see that one right over here. And again, you have plenty of space right there for it. A couple LED lights underneath the cabinets. The cabinets here themselves, the top ones, you can see they kind of like a beadboard look to them, which is pretty nice. And then you see the storage going right across there. So, you can put spices and stuff if you want up here, but probably a good spot for some of your cups, plates, things like that, or maybe you can toss some food up there as well. And right over here is the slide out. As I mentioned, this is kind of what helps open up this main living space, so it seems nice and open when you walk in. You have the dinette right here, which is great because that is straight across from that sofa. So if you have people in here and you want to have, again, good conversation, hang out, it allows you to do that. Otherwise, it still makes a great spot to eat your meals or play games, and it does drop down into a table. Now granted, into a bed. Now granted, it's not a huge bed. However, if you have someone that has small kids, you need to set up a pack and play, folks, that's a great spot for it. You can put it right up on top there. A window right above that, and then an LED light here too. I love that. Most of campers have incandescents above your table. Not the case here in the Coleman. And then as you take a look at the entertainment center, you'll see that they did put a backer there, so you know exactly where to mount the TV. You'll see these audio video cables. Those are coming from this unit right here, that multimedia center. Not only is this a radio that controls the speakers both in here and outside, it's also Bluetooth capable and a DVD player, so you can pop a movie in and watch it on the TV. You have some storage underneath, as well as some additional storage here up top. If we take a look at the bathroom, you'll notice your porcelain foot flush lever toilet here. Plenty of leg room there in front as well. And next to that is the tub shower. I like having a tub shower because its curtain tends to stay in there better because it has a higher threshold on the tub than just a regular shower. Plus, you still have plenty of room in there. I'm 6 foot. I can stand underneath the ceiling itself. You also have the skylight, which adds a couple extra inches if you're a really tall person. You'll also see you have your hand wand there, so it's nice and easy to shower. Then you have your vent fan up top here too. Now you may be wondering, where's the sink? No need to worry, it is right outside across the way here. Now, I know this turns a lot of people off, having the sink outside the bathroom, but I'm telling you, I've camped in layouts like this before, and I personally like it. The reason being is if I'm in the bathroom doing my business or taking a shower, my wife can be out here and she can be getting ready or brushing her teeth. You know, we don't have to both be crammed in the bathroom, especially if you have, you know, other kids or people staying with you. This actually is a good setup. Again, it just helps keep the flow of things going in the morning. Right up top, you have the mirrored medicine cabinet right there. Down underneath is your sink top. You'll see you do have some good storage up top, not storage, but good countertop space up top here as well. So that way if you have, you know, your soap or toothbrush holder or something like that, you have enough space for it. Electrical outlet right over to the side, and then great storage underneath. So if you want to put a trash can under there, you can. Now, one of the really unique things about this floor plan too is not just the bathroom, but this right over here, folks. Take a look at this huge storage closet. So you'll see you have the hanging rod going across the top. So if you want to use this for jackets or clothes, you can. Or you have the shelves in there. So that really creates an excellent space for any other pantry items. You know, if you want to put pots and pans and stuff in there, a ton of food, you can certainly handle it. As we step up into the master bedroom, one of my favorite parts is the bed itself. And the reason is this is a true 60 by 80 queen bed. So if you're a taller person, you're sick of your feet hanging off in most RVs, you don't have to worry about it here in the Coleman Light. If we take a look at the storage on the sides of the bed, on one side here you see you have the pull-out drawer underneath that nice big nightstand. So that way if you need to charge any electronics or if you have a CPAP machine, you can put it there and easily plug it in. Right up top, you have a built-in shelf here behind your mirrored door. You also have enclosed storage going across the top. You know, rather than just having a shelf, they did enclose it, making this a little bit more usable. You can put, you know, some of your maybe underwear, socks, things like that up there, and then close it down so no one can see in there with a tinted glass. LED light underneath, of course, for reading. And then over to this side here, you see you have hanging storage. There's a hanging rod there, so if there's anything you need to hang up, you can. It also goes back quite far, so if you need to put anything down underneath, you can easily do that. Another drawer here, and again, you have an outlet. You do have a window over here as well as TV hookup right up there, so if you need to hook up TV, that's where you'll do it at. Also, there is storage underneath the bed. I didn't show that when I talked about the bed, but I'll show you real quick here. Good storage there, lifts up nice and easy, so if you have some larger items, you can store them right there. And on the camp side, you will also notice there is a second entrance. I like this too, especially if you have guests. That way you can exit and enter the camper without disturbing them. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a quick look at some of the outside features on the Coleman 2435 RK. Right up front, you have your two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover. Undo those two thumb screws, lift up the door, and you have access to your tanks. Behind that, you'll see rails there for your battery. It is wide enough. If you want to strap two batteries in there, you can certainly do that. Coming up the front here, you have your black diamond etched plating. to help protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. You'll also see this right here, folks. That's awesome. If you're looking to buy a new camper and you want to make sure the company stands behind it, you know Coleman does. It has a 3-year structural warranty on here, which is the best in the industry. Coming around to the side, you have solar prep. You want solar? Not an issue. Buy portable panels, plug it in right there. It's already pre-wired, and it will trickle charge your battery. And then you have the pass-through itself. So a couple of quick things here. One, you'll notice it does have a covered hinge. That way you don't have a bunch of rust coming down your door. It also is slam latch and magnetic. So that way you can put it up there and it'll stay up just like that. Now when you take a look inside the pass-through itself, it's nice and clean. It's all finished off. You have that beautiful headboard from in our bedroom coming down here. You can see the aluminum framing there. The brains of the in-command system are right here as well. Then you have a couple of controls. One light is for the LEDs in the pass-through there, and the other one is underneath the camper. Speaking of underneath, let's take a look right now. You can see there it is, the LED light, which helps light up your stabilizer jacks. Not only is that great to help you find your camper at night, but also if you're setting up at night, you can make sure that you know exactly where to put your little foot pad, so when you drop down your power stabilizer jack, you can make sure everything's lining up there. So having the power stabilizer jacks there is obviously great, just makes it a little bit easier when setting up or tearing down camp. Power awning on here, touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. That, of course, is operated by that in-command system. Same thing with the LED light strip underneath. There is one, I know it's not on now, but if you go inside in the in-command system, push a button, there you go. You have light at night. You don't have to come out here and hang them up yourself. A couple outside speakers there as well, so if you want to listen to music out here, you can do that. That is controlled by that multimedia center I showed you inside, but again, that unit is Bluetooth capable. This is the secondary entrance. This is the one that went into the bedroom. Because it's a secondary entrance, they only have the 2 steps here. They don't have the 3rd one like the main entrance on the back. However, they are still aluminum steps, which are awesome. Because aluminum steps will stay looking nice. They won't rust out on you. Has the grip strips there as well to help have that control when entering the RV. And then you have your standard grab handle here too. Black tank flush, this unit is equipped with that, which is awesome. So that way, instead of taking a hose and sticking it down your toilet when you're done camping, stick that hose in right there. That black tank has sprayers built in, and folks, does a great job of helping wash away any leftovers that may be sitting in the bottom of your tank. So we come back here, you'll see the wheels are aluminum alloy, so gorgeous wheels on there. The cool thing again about aluminum is it doesn't rust, so just like your steps, your wheels will stay looking great for years to come, and you have nitrogen-filled tires. Main entrance right back here, instead of 2 steps, you get 3, and the large foldable grab handle. This definitely helps you, again, have that extra control from the first step all the way into the last one. Right outside here is TV hookup. If you want TV outside, you can easily do that. You have your electrical outlet right there as well as a cable outlet here. And folks, do me a favor, take a look down the side. One of the things you will notice is underneath this large awning, in between the 2 steps here, you don't have any vents on this side, which is great. When you're talking about setting up camp, having awesome camp space, this will certainly do it. You don't have a furnace or anything blowing hot air on you. And again, as I mentioned, you do have the TV hookups there. Personally, I'd probably run them underneath the steps if your cables are long enough and set them up over there so it's under the awning. But if you have to, you can obviously set it up right over here too. Making our way around to the back. You'll see right here you have your square tubular bumper with the end cap so you can store your sewer hose in there instead of up front. And mounted to that is your spare tire. Great thing about having a spare tire here, folks, it's super easy to get at. Also with the cover on there, hopefully it'll be in good shape if you ever have to use it. Right up top, a couple things. You will notice the nice curved roof there, so the water naturally runs off into the troughs. And also dead in the center, you have the backup camera prep. So if you want a backup camera, having that prep makes it a lot easier to install, meaning it will save you money on labor. Coming around to the side here, a couple other quick things to note. Of course, your water heater right here. Next to that is your 30 amp detachable power cord, city water inlet, cable inlet, and an outside shower with both hot and cold access right there. If we drop down below here, you will see one of your 2 terminations. That is your second gray tank. That one is specifically just for the kitchen. As we make our way to the front side here, you'll see your second termination or your primary termination is right there. That is both your gray and black. So the gray from the bathroom and then your black as well. Lastly, fresh water inlet is right over there. So if you're looking to do some boondocking, you need to fill your fresh tank, that's where you'll do it. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2018 Coleman Light 2435 RK. If you're interested in this RV and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.